All right, so in this video, I kind of want to talk about two different things. And one of those is the Pillar pre-sale that just happened. I know a lot of you got in because I've seen your comments and emails. But I also know there's some of you who did not get in. And I placed two separate orders. And I was still late to the game. Just an FYI. There were already transactions happening. And I know this because I went back and looked at the log. And followed all the way back till I found my address in there. Oh wow. I was on page like 79 out of like 88 or something at the time. So literally, that's how many pages of transactions had happened before I got my first order through. Because I was just got the email, read through it, had my stuff loaded, make sure I'm doing it right. Yep. Waiting time. But remember what I said the other day. And I gave everybody a heads up. So I know some of you are upset about it. And first of all, you better not be upset at me at all. Let me just say that loud and clear. But I had the CEO, David, on my show here, my channel, whatever you want to call it. And he explained, when everybody emailed us, hey, Jason at 4 sent me, it was essentially a confirmation of this is what I plan on sending you guys. That's how many Ethereum worth or US dollar amount worth that I want. That let him know, because he said it. Joe, we originally set 1.6 million dollars worth aside. And then you did your video. And just the amount of traffic you sent us, we needed to triple or something like that. We needed to triple the amount. So that's why they said we're going to raise it to like 4 million or whatever it was. Matter of fact, hang on 1 second. I'm going to see something. Okay, I wanted to go to their site real quick to see what the token allocation is. And I'm not 100% sure if 16 million tokens is what they changed it to recently. If it was less than that to start with. And then my subscribers emailed them and they realized we got to up that token significantly for the pre-sale or we're going to sell out in like 5 seconds. Anyways, the guy said $1.6 million worth, whatever it was. We're doubling it, making it 4 point something million, or excuse me, quadrupling it, roughly. Because we saw the influx that you alone did. So I was like, I did email you telling you were going to get flooded. And he, we laughed about that. Because I really did. I was like, you're going to get a massive emails coming in because people want in on this stuff. And so then he said, we're going to make it even higher. So he already did everybody a favor. He did all my subscribers a favor right there off the bat. We want in, good problem to have, no problem, we'll up it. But he also clarified in the interview with me that they're not setting these aside with your name on it because we said it in the interview. He would have to change the entire smart contract and figure out what every one of the 6,000+ people that emailed them, what their address is, how much they're allowed to send in specifically, and then write that into the contract. It was like, wait, it's not going to happen. And he said that. That's why he said, we've upped it so that we feel like everyone should have a fair shot at getting in. And then it'll be released Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's what he said. And it was finally released Wednesday. My first order went through and I was like, yes. And then I realized I want to put another order through. And I put that second order through minutes after the first order. And I did get by. I barely made it, by the way, looking at that same, transaction log, but I did make it. So I was able to put 2 orders through. And again, one of the things we said in the email, in the interview when I was talking with him, he said, we're going to use the MailChimp thing or whatever to do an email blast out to everybody that emailed us. We imported your emails into the database, but he said at least 3 times, go to our site, the newsletter, sign up with the newsletter. That goes for anybody else who didn't email us, but go ahead and go there. And I've gotten emails, oh man, because it came from MailChimp, it got in my spam folder and I missed it. Hey, he said it how many times? Check your spam folder, check your spam folder, check your spam folder, right? We can only do what we can do. I know people missed out. I'm sorry you missed out. I am. I want everybody to get in and win. But one of the things that I said too, who knows what line you or I or whoever's in on this giant database dump or that they have to now email, through MailChimp. Is MailChimp going to grab 6,000 emails and send them all at once? I gave you an example, and I said a lot of times they won't do that. They'll actually grab a chunk of them, send them out 10, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, whatever it is. Then another chunk goes out, So what I did when I placed the first order and I was successful, when my first order went through and I saw it, and I didn't know, and I didn't wait for it to be successful. I said, I hit the send button. It went through. Okay. I immediately went back to the video I did on YouTube saying, hey, get ready for the, it's coming out shortly, the pillar. And I put in my own comment section, I wrote a comment and said, here's the address. Here is the address to send it to. And then I hit pin, because I can do that on my channel, right? Pin it to the top so everyone sees it first thing. First comment everyone will see. And I left it up there the entire time until I saw their email come out and say, stop sending, it's over, it's done. And the reason they said stop sending so rapidly was because if you tried to send, hey, it failed, let me try again, failed again, let me try again. Every time you do that, you're wasting gas or a tiny sliver of Ethereum. Every transaction takes gas. And if they shut the contract down, like he said they did after they hit the number, it shut down, it's going to all bounce back to you. You're going to get your Ethereum back, but you're not getting the gas back. That's gone literally into the ether, if you will. Which is why they sent the next email out. Stop. That's it. So listen, the allocation they're saying was 16 million tokens, or 2%, were sold during the pre-sale, which was Wednesday. The one everyone's, not everyone, some of you are upset you missed. The next sale is the ICO this Saturday. And from what I've gathered, it might be 3 a.m. if you're in the East Coast, time like I am. If you're on the West Coast, California or so, it'll be midnight. That's what I've gathered. I'm not really going to look into it much further because I've already got the tokens. I don't need to get in on some more on Saturday. So 16 million. 560 million are coming Saturday to be got if you want some. That'll be sold to the public, to everybody. That's 70% of the whole entire token allocation. So 2% was the pre-sale. 70% comes Saturday. Okay? You are absolutely, without even trying, going to be able to get into that ICO. The only difference is you got a little 10% bonus Wednesday if you got in. You got a 10% bonus. Instead of 10 tokens, for every 10 you got 11. So if you bought one Ether worth at 2,000 tokens, you got 2,200, 10%, which is great, right? But if you missed out, you missed out. And we're all sorry about your luck. We're sorry. Nothing I could do. I was in the same game. I didn't even get a heads up email like, here's the address, JSnip. Don't go there yet. It's going to be live in a little bit. Wait till you see the email, but here's the address. I didn't even get that. No. I had to wait for everybody else. The only thing I got was an email saying it's about to go live here shortly in the very near future. So I did the video instantly. I instantly did the video. Guys, it's coming out here shortly. And when I finally saw the address, I went back into my comment section and posted it. And it was debating, do I want more? Yeah, maybe not, maybe not. A few minutes goes by. All right, pull the trigger. Let me get some more. And I did. And I got through. But I don't even know where I was in line in the email list. I don't know where you were. Who knows? But it is what it is. Again, the term sorry about your luck comes to mind when we miss stuff. Sorry about my luck when I miss stuff. I wanted more populace. I only got 5. I wanted a lot more. Sorry. Sorry about my luck, JSnip. No problem. I'll get the next one. We have to deal with it. So you don't get the 10% bonus. Whatever. Saturday, you're not even going to have a hard time, even kind of. So that's what I want to say. After that point, he says 3% of them, 24 million, will be used to pay people who helped with the sale. And they said they've emailed, or they had a thing on their site that I read on one of the other, I don't know if it was on their main site or or the 2030 site, but any YouTuber that reaches a certain number of views on their channel on the video, if they're talking about Pillar, and I don't know if it's automatic or they have to determine if they want to, whatever it is, but there's a chance that they'll throw you some extra Pillar tokens for, you know, giving a shout out. Now, naturally, I went back to how many videos did I do on Pillar? Oh, I did that one. Let me send that one. Oh, I did that one. Let me send that one, you know, just in case. Doesn't matter because I was in Pillar regardless, as I always say. I'm getting in whether I get some kind of bonus or not. If I like a token, I'm going in. I am going in deep, as they say, okay? But I'm going to be honest up front with you. Completely transparent. If there's a bonus to be had, oh, I'm a YouTube subscriber? Well, I guess I am. Do you have more than this many people? Well, yes, I do. Do your videos get more than this? Well, views. Well, yes, they do. Then you might be able to get in on this. Well, I don't want to do that because I don't want the haters to come out. F you haters. I'm going to take that deal and run with it as fast as I can and hope, with both fingers crossed, hope that at least one of the videos I submitted gets me thrown a little bonus. Throw me a freaking bonus. But I might not. And guess what? I've already paid 2 orders for whatever I got. So if anything comes in as a bonus, then it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Oh well, right? Sorry about my luck. So the other thing I want to talk about, the scam site stuff is getting deep, and it is getting scary. Okay. So someone just sent me, "Hey Joe, love your YouTube channel. Been listening for a few months now. There was a problem with Populous PPT sales on CryptoDAO.com. Apparently they were selling Populous Net coins, not actual Populous platform tokens. PopulousNet.com mirrors Populous.co, which is the real site, and maybe they scammed the exchange to get listed, or they are the exchange and they are the scammers. You know, the scammers are the exchange owners and runners and the ones who created this fake lookalike coin." All I can say about this, because this is getting sophisticated, and I join, you know, Slack, you go to slack.com, all of these token companies, they always seem to have a Slack channel. So they create a Slack channel, it's their official channel, whatever. Then a hacker comes into their channel, to the actual real channel, and posts something that looks like it's from them. Hey, great news. And I just saw one earlier this morning about 10 a.m. Because it came in my email. Just saw the little email headline. Great news. Everyone who contributed, we want to give you an additional such and such for making it such a successful project. You know, click here. And the address link, just looking at it, and I'm gonna make a fake email to give you an example. I don't want to show you someone else's because their information's here. So give me 1 second. All right, so I want to show you how scammy it is. Okay. You'll get an email and it will come in. I'm gonna show you mine. And you look, it looks like a legitimate link to the Populous website. This is the real Populous website. It's populous.co. Okay. And the message will come in and it looked just like this from Slack, the Slack website. Hey, we're giving free tokens to all the people that contributed. And I thought, oh, I want some more Populous. I wonder if I can get it. I went to look and scam site alert, but they're posting in the Slack of the real website, the real Populous. And you get a notification that in the Populous chat from Slack, they're offering this. Oh, this must be the real thing. Now, this email is just one link. Normally, it's going to say, you know, what I just said to you. It's going to have this and that. Click here to join now, you know, to get in on it. I want to show you a secret on how to kind of test these things. And this is with Outlook. I use Outlook. You might be able to do something similar with Google or like Gmail or whatever. You really have to look at this stuff. So if I hover my mouse over this, now this is because I'm creating the message. Normally when you're creating the message, this little hyperlink pop-up doesn't come up. So I just want to show you this for the point of this. I'm trying to get it to stay up. Populous even though it says populist.co, if you click this link, it'll actually take you to populistnet.com. Okay? Because I've changed the hyperlink where it's going to, even though it looks like it's going there. So the way you can tell in your email is if you hover your mouse over any link in your email, down here, usually on the bottom left area of the message screen, right down here while I'm moving my mouse, it'll always show you what you're hovering over. So if I hover my mouse over this, it'll actually show the real link that it's going to take you to down there. So you can just hover your mouse like this and look down there at the bottom left and see if it matches. Is that populist.co? Oh my God, it's not. It's populistnet.com. Oh my God, I thought this was real. And I'm an IT guy. I'm an IT director where I work. And I know how many times a real looking email comes into one of the salespeople and they click it because they thought it was real. And I don't know how many times I've explained, here's how you tell if it's real. Make sure you do this. And they don't even think to do it because it looks so real. Oh, I was just talking to that customer. I thought, nope, wrong. And here's the thing, the one I was telling you about in the Slack, I went ahead and clicked the link. I saw where it went. And it went to a site similar to where it was supposed to go. And it said, go to our My Ether wallet now and send here so you can get your tokens there. So what they did was they put up a clone that looks like myetherwallet.com. Even though when I click on their link, it took me to www.myetherwallet.something.something.com. So it tricked you. It was like myetherwallet.com.co. That's what it was. myetherwallet.com.co or something like that. So it might throw you off. It should have just been myetherwallet.com if it was the real deal. So they have a clone website. And I went there and clicked on my private key. And it was like, okay, just like the real site, go ahead and put in your private key. And do you know what happens? If you put in your private key and then hit show me my wallet on that site, the fake one, you just gave them your private key. They just stored it. They're going to immediately, as fast as they possibly can, go to the real My Ether wallet site, put in your private key, and clean you out. This is becoming so dangerous. This is becoming so dangerous. I don't know how, like the other day I said, I don't know how to save people from themselves. I have no idea how I could possibly save you from yourself. And I know exactly what these people are doing, and I'm trying to share some of the information I have with you. All I can tell you is once we all know the real website, for example, populist.co, and you go there and it says the countdown is such and such, got 2 days, got 1 day, 6 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours. Yep, same website. I'm going there every day to the same site. Okay, now I'm going to get on the ICO. There's the address that's listed. I'm going to myetherwallet.com. I did the transaction. Great. After you do that, if you get any kind of email that looks like it's from them, legit, you're on Slack and they email, hey, we're going to give another bonus. Don't get greedy. It's that little, oh, I want more greed or whatever you want to call it. It's not really greed. I mean, it's not really greed, but that's going to get you caught. And you're going to get screwed. And I mean screwed bad. So I don't know how else to tell you to look for some of this stuff other than don't believe anything that comes afterwards, even if it ends up being legit. You know what? They reopened up the sale because yada, yada. You better know exactly what you're doing. These emails coming in. I'll be honest. I don't know, for the average person out there, don't even join Slack. Don't join any other website. Don't join chat groups. Don't join anything. Don't go to the Twitter pages. Just stay away. When you find the ICO and oh, one's coming up in 6 days. It's coming up in 5 days. It's the same one. No one's talking about it. No one's scamming, nothing. It's normal. You know the site. You now know for sure this is the site. You're going to go there, get the address that day, go to your My Ether wallet, send them the Ethereum that you want, and you're done. Anything else that comes after that, oh, they're going to do this thing or that, I'm going to recommend stay away from it. People are getting scammed left and right so bad. So bad. I can just see the horror stories coming of epic proportions. Cliff High warned us way earlier this year. Guys, get ready for the scam coins and the scam people and the scam sites. It's going to be coming fast and furious during the summer. Middle of summer, you're going to see it. I've got news for you in case you didn't know. We are smack dab in the middle of summer, and these scam coins, because again, populistnet.com is a scam clone site, but they also had like a actual coin they were able to create that kind of mimicked Populist, I guess, and people got on this one exchange at least. CryptoDAO.com had it listed, and people thought they were messing with Populist, but they weren't. Wow is all I can say. People are going to be getting cleaned out. Yet they're going to want to keep going and play because so much money can be made on some of these ICOs. And I understand. I've been telling you the stories for months now about what I've been doing and moving this one, and I did flip that one. It was great. You know, you guys did that one. Fantastic. You just got to really, really, really think everything through. Don't jump into it. Check every link. It's at their website. When I hover my mouse over it, shows it down there on my screen. Yes, it's the same site. I almost feel like saying to most people right now watching this, like well, in all fairness, the older folks, just buy the regular coins. Buy you some Ethereum, some Bitcoin, and Litecoin, and just sit back. For everybody else, go ahead. The older folks who have a hard enough time with computers, maybe you should just stick with Ethereum, Bitcoin, Litecoin, etc., and don't touch anything else. And for that, you can go right on Coinbase and buy all three of those. If you just want Ethereum and Bitcoin, you can go to Gemini, which I prefer Gemini, but they don't offer Litecoin there. At least not yet anyways, and I don't know if they're going to. But for everybody else, I do want to play the game, and I'm going to continue playing the game, and I hope some of you do too. Again, you can get in on Pillar Saturday. There's plenty to go around Saturday. You just don't get the 10% thing. So, oh man, I already had a few stories coming into my email box. Not looking good for some people. And man, is it sad that nothing I can do, nothing anyone can do. It's gone. You know what I mean? Take care.